I will have to get me voice memo up. So the plan for my graduation dress is the strawberry dress, but in white. So I got a nice Swiss dot, a white Swiss dot to replace the strawberry tulle, and then I got white tulle and then a white lining fabric. So I'm gonna start with the skirt and then move on to the top and then put them all together and add the sleeves. But first I'm gonna clean the workspace. Ooh.
How do you feel about being called a hoarder?
Well, I wouldn't really consider myself a hoarder. You just never know when you're gonna need some things, like scraps of fabric. Lots of scraps of fabric. And I mean a lot. Cellophane for fairy wings. Canvas from the 2nd grade that you thought you would reuse, but then you never reused it. A torn canvas. A kitchen set. Star decorations that you really don't know where you got them from, but now you have a bunch of them. A mini loaf pan with empty spools of thread in it. A wig made out of yarn that you made. A disco ball made out of paper mache and CDs that was eaten by a squirrel when you put it outside to dry, but now it hangs on your ceiling. Well, it hung on your ceiling. A hat that looks a little Amish and made out of pizza box wood. 2 semi-used tie-dye kits. You just never know. They might come in handy one day.
Gotta say I'm feeling better than I should.
Last night I was overconfident in cutting the skirt, and I cut it too short, and so today I was trying to fix that. Well, I didn't realize I cut it too short until like halfway through, and then I'm like, I did it wrong, cause I don't know what I was thinking. So then I took a 2-hour break because I was like upset and wallowing and like I can't work on this. And then I went back at it and I had to recut the skirt again, and now I'm like, should I have picked this dress? But I did, and here we are, and I can't believe people are gonna watch this. Quite possibly. I can't do it. I literally hate the dress. I hate the dress. I hate it so much. I hate this skirt.
What is one thing that you hate about sewing?
If there is one thing that I hate about sewing, it is the bobbin in the sewing machine. It always runs out, and I hate having to rethread it, respool it. I don't know what you would call it, but either way, I dislike it to all ends. So we've developed a new plan. We're saying, screw the strawberry dress. We're gonna make a whole new dress. Still gonna have puff sleeves. It's still gonna have a fun skirt, but no tulle. So the dress I'm gonna make is silky dress inspired, a long silky dress. It's gonna have puff sleeves, flowy, very fun. But first, we're gonna clean the workspace. Yep. After my third trip to Joann's in 3 days, I got back and I figured out the pattern for the bodice. I just tested, I just made a test one with some scrap fabric and then adjusted it till it fit me, and then that took about 2 hours, and then after that I spent another hour cutting out from the actual fabric I'm using the pattern pieces. It was very riveting stuff. We're gonna sew it all together, hopefully it fits, and then I'm gonna actually take a break because I have to study for bio. How exciting.
Honestly, this song has sat so with me the past couple days. Like, I went back and listened to this whole album again and sort of broke it down on my...
What do you listen to while sewing?
You know, the usual music. Sometimes I throw in a podcast or an audiobook, or, you know, maybe a 2-hour video essay on the first 3 seasons of Glee. You never know.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
I'm growing up, I swear I didn't mean to. Everybody's boring, baby, except you.
Computer.
You get a little car sick.
It's not very British. I can't.